G'day guys, this is Amos Athar and welcome to my first mod spotlight. Hopefully this is going to go okay, so let's get into it. The mod, as you can see behind me, that I'm going to be doing the spotlight on is one called Mine World. It's made by a guy named Mine Hendrix. You can get on the Curse website, and let's get into this. So this adds a few blocks to the game, ores and metals. So let's just have a look here. So the first one it adds is another copper ore from another mod. So you can get copper armor, copper tools, and blocks, stairs, and slabs. The next metal is aluminium or aluminum. And again, we have all the metal tools, the armor, and the building blocks. Now, the next one is bronze. Now, the difference with this is it doesn't actually have an ore. You actually have to put a copper ingot in to a furnace to get the bronze ingot, and that way you can make the bronze tools and the bronze blocks. Okay, next one is silver. So we have a silver armor and silver tools. Now these three, I believe, are all, like, the helmet gives an armor of 2, so they're a bit weaker. The silver, I believe, is a bit stronger. Then we move on to our first gems. So we've got ruby, again armor, tools, building blocks. We have sapphire. Again, we have the tools made out of sapphire. If I pop that sword out there, let's have a look. So the sapphire is a 7.7 attack damage. Right. Now, if we have a look at the ruby sword, it's only 7.6. So aluminum is 7.5. Bronze is 7. Copper is 7. So they have different strengths. Let's get rid of that. Okay, then we move into these the first 2 new gems for the mod. One is called the Corrupted Gem, which we only have an ore and we have the tools and weapons and the armor. There is no building blocks for this. And we have one called the Sacred Gem. Okay, so again, armor. Now, the Sacred armor is the best armor. In this lot, it has, like the helmet has +4. We'll just look this up. So this has got +4 armor, +6 armor, +7, +2. And the sword does 7.8. Now, the biggest part of this mod, so these are all the ores and the weapons and the armors. The biggest part of this mod is it adds 4 dimensions to the game. So the first dimension is the corrupted dimension. What you would do is, to make this, you basically have to make a flint and steel, but you have to make it with particular blocks. So the first way to make it is with an iron ingot and a corrupted gem. Now, keep in mind at the moment, some of these recipes don't work. I don't know if it's because it's a 1.10 mod, and now it's been around since 1.64, this mod, and they've just updated, so I don't know if some of the recipes aren't working. You could fix them with something like Mine Tweaker or Crafting Tweaker to get them working. But at the moment, this, from reading the Curse overview, this is apparently how you're supposed to make these. So I had to cheat these in, but this is apparently how you'd make it. Now these are some of the blocks that are in the dimension. We've got corrupted grass, corrupted dirt, corrupted stone, and corrupted cobblestone. There is a corrupted tree, so sapling. We'll get into that later. Oh, I'm missing a chest from here. Now in the dimension, you will see chests, so a corrupted chest, and you need to fight a particular monster to get a key, and you can only open it in survival with a corrupted key. I'm unsure what these emblems do and these altars. I couldn't find any information on it, so I know their blocks are in the mod. I'm just not sure what they actually do. They might summon a boss or something. Here's the corrupted ore again. So what we'll do is we'll just grab this. Now, this first portal is much like the nether portal, but it's made out of stone. And when we make the corrupted lighter, it will give us access to the corrupted world. So let's jump in and see what it looks like. Okay, so as you can see, everything's pink. We've got yellow water. All the trees are corrupted trees. Now there are corrupted mobs. So I'll just pop back to the portal here, and I'll set this up here. So we've got a couple of mobs here. So the first one is a corrupted chicken, which more or less looks like a normal chicken, but it gives corrupted meat. We have corrupted humans. I've got to put it on. We got corrupted humans. They kind of look like a Terminator. Something between an Enderman and a human. They burn in the sunlight like zombies. We also have corrupted zombies. They pretty much look like normal zombies, but they burn. Okay, and the last mob we have is a corruptor. Now it's kind of like an altered Enderman. But they have a huge amount of health, as you can see here on the side. It's like 200. Now, the other thing that they do is I just grab a sword. I'll grab the this shadow sword to do. When they get really low on health, they start transporting all over the place. And I think they actually can attack you, and they will lifesteal. And so they suddenly become very hard to kill because they keep regenerating their life. So you'd probably... I killed one before, and you'd probably have to... you're making too much noise. You'd probably have to corner it, or get it caught in lava or something to actually kill it, because it generates life pretty quickly. So those are the mobs. Now there's different structures in every dimension. We just go over here. In this dimension, you will see these funny-looking structures here. Now they're made out of bedrock, but you can actually dig under them. So we'll just pop down under here. Okay. There's obviously a tree in there, so we'll just punch through up here. Okay, now inside here you'll see that there is a corrupted chest. Now you'll need to kill one of those corruptors to get a key. And then the key will open the chest. Now this seems a little overpowered because once you do open the chest, it's full of a lot of goodies. We got 4 diamond blocks, 2 sapphire blocks, 2 gold ingots. Oops. And there's a lot of iron ingots, some more diamonds. So it seems like we get a lot out of these chests. So if you were to go around and get quite a few keys, you'd get a lot of resources very quickly. So yeah, I'm not sure if that's just a little overpowered, but I suppose fighting those corruptors is not easy, so it may be worth it if you can actually kill one. So you can see one structure there. Over further there, you can see one in the distance. So you could travel around. At night time, all the different mobs that are here spawn, and so you'd have to be careful of that. But other than that, I think I haven't seen anything else here. I haven't flown around too much, so it could just be that there's much more further out. But let's pop back and have a look at the next dimension. Alright, so I'll just get rid of this stuff. Okay, so that is the corrupted dimension. The next one is the sacred dimension. So again, here's the recipe if you could make the lighter. It's an iron ingot and a sacred gem. Now, a couple of extra blocks in this world. We have sacred grass and dirt, but we're also going to see sky and cloud. Now, as I said, some of these don't have recipes, so you'd probably have to either custom make them, or they may come out in a future update, or it could just be my computer. I don't know. Now, there should be a chest here, a sacred chest, again, keys, and there's an altar with an emblem. So let's get into this dimension. So this one's made by glowstone with a portal, and then you light it with the sacred lighter, and we get a pink portal. So let's jump in. Okay, now we've got some mobs here. So these are specific for this dimension, and I'll just pop up to the servers because I've appeared in a cave. Okay, so as you can see, this is a green, very, very green. There's lots of shadows, and we got purple water. But we've got these sky and cloud things floating around here. Now you can actually walk on these, but I mean it's kind of cool. It's a different kind of dimension. So we will see these mobs shortly, but we've got an angel. Now, I'm guessing that these are dangerous, but I'm in creative at the moment. So I'll just grab myself some good armor, and we'll just pop into survival for a second, and we'll see if they chase me. And yes, there they go. So obviously they hit each other, so they started to get angry. So you've got the angel and the archangel, and the last one, which we'll see in a building over there in a minute, is the titan. So this is kind of like a boss. Now I think you have to kill this boss to get the sacred key to open the chest. So let's just fly over here, and you'll see. This is the structures that appear in the sacred dimension. So it's like a big, almost church altar looking thing. Okay, well, that's what it looks like a church. Now if we come in here, we have spawners that will spawn the angels and the archangels, and an enchanting table. Now here is a sacred chest, but if you are in survival mode, you will not be able to open that without a key. So we're supposed to pop up here, and up here should be the titan that you would face. I'm not sure why it's not here. Last time I popped up. Oh, I think I killed this one when I was testing this. So yes, you would kill him. So that's now in survival would be rather dangerous because it looks like lightning strikes. So I'm sure that not only would he hurt, but it would probably be pretty epic fighting with lightning striking you. You might have to I don't know exactly how you do this without dying, but so I'll just kill him. 400 health is a lot of health. That's even more than the corruptors. So there's the lightning. Now that he's under half health, I think it's the lightning is more severe. Lucky though, he doesn't actually regenerate health. Okay, nearly got him. And there we go. And from this, and so you can see he dropped a sacred key, and he dropped this emblem, the Titan emblem. So there should be somewhere a Titan altar, but I don't know exactly where that is. So we would grab this key, and we would pop down here, and we would open this chest. Now this is not as overpowered as the corrupted chest, but we get an extra item which I'll get into later. So these are the structures that pretty much appear throughout the Sacred World. So let's pop back to the portal. Oh. And we'll go and look at the next dimension. Okay, so the next dimension that we want to look at is the shadow dimension. So in this one we have a couple of blocks. We have shadow ores, which will give us the shadow gem, and that's how we would make the shadow lighter, iron ingot, and a shadow gem. Now these should appear, all these sacred ore, the corrupted ore, and the shadow ore should appear sparsely in the overworld so that you can actually make these. This shadow block is from the shadow dimension. And again, we have a key and a shadow chest, and we have this shadow emblem. So we'll just grab this. Oops, we'll grab this lighter. So this portal is actually made of obsidian. So if you were to light this with a normal flint and steel, you go to Nether. If you light it with a shadow lighter, you will go to the shadow dimension. So let's jump in there. Okay, now we have some mobs that appear here. Okay, let's just pop up to the surface. Now this is very white. Okay, so the whole world is full of, there's a creeper. My name is the creeper. And the whole world is full of these shadow blocks. It's pretty much the whole thing is made of that. We've got a zombie. I think this is just a normal zombie. Lava appears yellow here, and water appears like this mauve indigo colour. So you've got some more shadow ore. So the three mobs that are native to this dimension is the shadow, the ghost, and he can fly, so they're a pain because you know, if they want to attack you, they can get away from you. And then we've got the Negromant, which again he seems to be able to fly. Now there's these looks like graves, I guess, and redstone torches. I have no idea what these do, if they have a purpose or if they're just to make it look like gravestones all over the place. Okay, so let's jump to, I found the structure here, which is the tower. Okay, so these are the structures that appear in this world. And so we'll just find the doorway. They're made of obsidian. There should be a doorway. Yep, here we go. Now, this is going to get tricky because one, it's going to be dark in here, and two, in the middle of this bedrock pillar all the way up here are spawners of these three mobs. There is chests in here, which you'll get. There's a ruby block, some diamond, some blocks of iron. So if you could actually make it up this tower, you will get quite a lot of goodies. See some sapphires, some emeralds. It's rather dark. Let me just grab a torch, put it in my hand. Okay. Some more. There's a diamond block in that one. And see, here's these ghost guys. Right. So blocks of sapphire there. Here's one of those Negrunts, and you can see they're spawning. They're easy to kill in here because of the tight quarters, but at the same time it would make it harder to kill because there's some shadow emeralds. That's what comes from the shadow ore. More diamond blocks. So as you can see, if you could collect all this, it's kind of, you know, it's getting a lot of top resources very easily. More ghosts. Now we're nearly near the top. Now, there's a skeleton up here, but up the top. Now, I don't know where the boss is, I don't know if it requires a certain something to whether those guys drop one of the keys, which they might. That was a skeleton. You're looking very bony. Okay, so if you could get a key, this is what you would find inside. Again, we have a relic and we have some gems and pretty much more blocks. So these are the structures that appear here, and so these are the you can fly all over this dimension. It's covered with the shadow blocks. Here's an Enderman, just a normal one, so it's not a corruptor. So you fly all over this dimension, and you can find more of those towers. So we'll just go back to the portal, and I'll find my way back to the portal because I didn't mark it, and then I'll come back to you. Where I came out. Okay, I've just found another. This is what the spiders look like here. So I'm still looking for exactly what the portal is. I should have marked it. But you can see they kind of look cool. I don't know if it's just because of the lighting, or whether it just changes the actual texture of animals. So my portal should be over here somewhere. I just can't remember exactly where I came out. Okay, this is becoming a problem. Oh, I didn't mark the portal. But I can cut that out. This seems familiar. Okay, so I'm gonna have to, let's make a portal really quick. Just sitting in. That's not big enough. I was right there. Alright, so I found my portal. I went and marked it. So let's just pop down here and let's just go back through. So let's have a look at the next one. So that's the shadow dimension. So I'm guessing at some point you would kill something to get this shadow emblem and put it in this altar. But again, I don't know how the altars work. Okay, so the last is what's called the crazy dimension. It's made with iron blocks. So it's an expensive portal. Iron blocks, and you make it using, you have to get crazy ore. So we have crazy dirt, crazy grass. You can see they're rainbow colors. There's a crazy tree, so there's a sapling that glows. So out of the crazy ore you get a crazy emerald, and you put it with iron ingot, and you get, oh, we've got slimes. Problem with super flat worlds. Yeah, you put it, you get this slider, and let's pop in there. Okay. So we have some mobs. I'll just clear these last mobs. So again, we have some mobs for this world. I'll just do I mark my portal this time? Yes, I did. So I'll pop up to the surface and have a look. So at first you think it's normal, but everything is just crazy. It just constantly changes color. It's just kind of it's kind of like being on an acid trip, I guess. Hyperdelic or whatever they call it. So the mobs we got are a crazy pig, and look at the eyes on that pig. Oh my gosh, you need help. You should go see an optometrist. Okay. We have a crazy zombie, crazy human. Wow. That's kind of disturbing. You should see an optometrist too when you stop burning. And a crazy zombie. So again, he's running away. I think he's wearing glasses. Yes, he is. It's like Elton John with the zombies. So they burn the daylight, of course. So those are the three mobs. So all the trees are crazy. Now water here is blue. We do have, more crazy pigs. So they're all kind of disturbing. They don't know how to look at you because they're cross-eyed. I'm not sure if there's any other passive mobs. Now, I had a bit of trouble trying to locate the structures on this world, but I did finally find one. But they're more of a flat, basically blocks of iron. So I mean, yes, it costs you a lot to make the portal, but you can make it back by digging up all this iron. Look at that. I'm not sure how you get a crazy key though, because I'm not sure what you'd actually kill to get the crazy key. I flew around here at night and I didn't really see any mobs that might drop it, so that would be one thing to discover, I guess. But inside the crazy chest, it is much like the corrupted chest. It's just sort of, wow. That's a lot. So 6 blocks of iron. 6 blocks of diamond. 5 blocks of sapphire. I mean, 4 blocks of emeralds. It just seems a little overpowered to me. So, and you know, when I was flying back, I noticed there's like another one on the way back to the portal. So there's no one just over here. And so, you know, that's even more. And then I just saw these one down here. So, and there's another one. So, I like the mod, I like the dimensions, but I think it might need to be balanced a little. Oh, look, there's another one here. Wow, there's like, it's like 9 diamond blocks in there. Okay, so we'll just pop back to the portal, because I'm finding more of these structures. And that's basically the 4 different dimensions. So let's get on with what the other blocks that are. I'll just put this in peaceful mode. I'll just have a look at the other blocks that are in this particular mod. So here's these altars. So there's one for the Ender Dragon, one for Guardians, one for Withers, and one for Scientists. I don't know how they work. That would be interesting to find out though. And there's one for Herobrine. So, not that I'd want to fight him. So, let's start at this end. So, some of the other blocks we have are white marble, blocks, stairs, slabs, and fences. We have pink marble, fences, slabs, and stairs. I'll come back to that. We have this pyrite ore, which gives us this pyrite, which is used for making some objects like lanterns and different objects yet to come. Lava rock. Now, I don't know what the recipes are for some of these things because, again, they don't show up in NAI. So, if I look up lava rock, it's there, but I can only give myself some. I can't actually find out what the recipe is for it. We've got this healing ore, which gives you a heart, but I don't know what the heart does. I tried to find a recipe, or I tried to injure myself and get my hunger down, but didn't seem to do anything. Got an ash block, a uncarved pumpkin. Again, I don't know what you do with the uncarved pumpkin. Maybe there's future plans for that. We've got double slab stone, double slab sandstone, and double slab red sandstone. And we've got different kinds of bookshelves. Now, I know these are in other mods as well, but we've got acacia, spruce, birch, jungle, and dark oak wood bookshelves. So, if you were designing a house with different wood, I guess they would be a benefit. We've got some blaze rod blocks and some bone blocks. So, I'm sure you could use that in a design. Now, these are we'll get to those in a minute. These are relics or treasures. I'm not exactly sure what you call them, but there's 12 different relics that you can find in the chests in those dimensions. As you see, if you hold them in your shield hand, where I'm going to get my torch, you can see this one will give you resistance, regeneration, water breathing, fire resistance, luck, jump boost, regeneration again, haste, saturation, speed, regeneration 4, and absorption 4. So if I get the jump boost, and if I stick it into my shield hand, then if I put myself in creative, I'm back into survival, I'm supposed to have a jump boost now. But I don't know if it works, but yeah, if you hold it in there. So I don't have a key, so I can't open this now. Okay, so let me take that out of my hand. And so that's what these do. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Right, now on to these. Now these are some cool outfits. So again, there's no recipes for these. I'm not sure why, whether it's my computer or whether they haven't been, it's still a work in progress. But we've got a Santa Claus outfit, a witch outfit. Now you can get a zombie head already, so the rest is an outfit: a shirt, pants, and boots. Same with the creeper, the skeleton, and the wither skeleton. You can get all those skulls or heads. So the rest of the outfit is the shirt, pants, and boots. But we've got creeper, skeleton, wither skeleton, and then this is supposed to be a samurai. Now with the samurai, this block here is a sword block. So this is part of the mod, and you can put a sword in it. And with this, you can get a katana. So this is supposed to be the sword. It's at 8.8 attack speed. So that would be nice, I guess. But that's supposed to go with the samurai. Now we've got two things here that were in the chests before. So one's called a corruptor, which means when you right click on stuff, you can corrupt the block. One's called a healer, and so you can heal blocks. So I guess you could take this to the corrupted world and you could actually heal the dirt. Or if you wanted, you could corrupt the overworld. Haha. I don't know if it, I think it only works on blocks which has a corrupted version. So you can't just corrupt anything. Okay, we have this magic shield, which now if I use this, it will return me to the spawn, which is like really far away over here. So that's what the magic shield does. And the next thing we have is an invisibility cloak. Now this is kind of cool. So we'll just put ourselves. Oh, I got armor still on. I'll get rid of that. So if you click this, you disappear. Hello, I'm invisible. Yes, and as long as you're wearing this, now if I was in survival, this would have actually gone into my chest slot. As long as you're wearing this, you apparently are completely invisible, and you actually have an invisibility buff. So, in 4 seconds, I'm going to suddenly appear. Ta-da! So, let's move on. You have a miner's helmet. Now you need this pyrite to make the miner's helmet. It doesn't actually have a light on the front. It looks like it does, but I don't think it does. Now we've got sand dust. Now all the sand dust seems to do is make sand. So I'm not sure where you'd actually get the sand dust from, but 4 pieces of sand dust will make sand. There's no recipe for the mana gem, but you use this mana gem to make all of these 5 gems here, and they give you different staves. So the fire staff gets the nearest enemies on fire. I don't have. Let's just spawn in maybe a passive mob, not a ghast. An angel. Oh, no, I'm in. Here we go. Oh, no. So I'm not sure exactly what you need. 15 mana cost is 15 per entity. So let me just put that grass back. So I'm not sure exactly where you get the mana from. If you need mana gems. So it's not actually setting him on fire. So I don't know how you do that. But we will change it out and see if one of these other will work. So I'm not sure exactly how to use these, but so the different ones we have, I'll just put it back on. Get rid of those. So that one's fire. This one is earth, so it makes nearest enemies jump and are slow. We've got water. Gives regeneration to the nearest entities. We've got air, gives speed to the nearest entities, and we have Thunderstaff, cast the thunder at the nearest entity's location. So I have a feeling that they are still a work in progress. So I'll get rid of all those. So those are all the extra items. Now we've got some decoration items around here. So we're just going to have a look at this. It has one new crop, which is maize, or basically it's corn. So you get these maize seeds, which basically when you harvest it, you get this maize itself. And then if you put that into a furnace, you get a cob of corn. I'm not sure if that actually has any uses. It doesn't look like it does at the moment. I'm guessing you could probably eat it. I don't know how much health it's worth. Okay, so these 3 blocks here. This is a wireless lamp. Now, we have no lever on it, or lever. But what we can do is we can use this in conjunction with this wireless adapter. Now this is 15 blocks away from this redstone wireless lamp. If we flick this, it will turn on that wireless lamp. Now we can do this from nearer, but we can't do it from beyond 15 blocks. But we don't have to be in line with it. So that's pretty cool. That's a new thing. It only seems to work with this wireless lamp. So I'm not sure if you had more than one, whether it would turn them all on. Oh, yep. So that seems to work. Let me just turn it off first, and then we'll place down some more. And look at that, turns them all on at once. Okay, so the next block here is the daylight lamp. So when it's daylight, this lamp lights up. You can try and turn it off, but it turns itself right back on. And right next to it is the night light lamp. Now, you can guess that this is lit during the day, and if I change it to night, this one comes on. So in a way, it's a good way, or you could use this to measure, instead of a daylight sensor, you could have these blocks that would actually come on and tell you when it's officially night. So, okay, now over here we've got, now I know other mods add these particular chests, so it's different versions of wood. They're just normal chests, but they're, you know, I like the look of them, the texture. Now we have barrels up here. Now these barrels, if you click here, it doesn't do anything, but if you get above, look in, you can store 9 things in these barrels. So it's just a different form of storage, I guess. We have gifts. I don't think it does anything. I think it's just a decoration item. We have blueberry plants. Now I think you are able to get blueberries off these at some point. Because part of our food items is a blueberry. I'll have a look at that shortly. Here's another sword block with a diamond sword, and it's all about just right clicking that sword in there. We've got a couple of gravestones, so again, decoration. We have spikes. I'm guessing they would hurt. I'm in creative, so I'm not going to try it though. Now we have quicksand, so it looks like normal sand, but it's quicksand. Red and normal variety. We have these ember. I lit it on fire because I guess that's what it was for, but I could be wrong. And then we've also got a campfire, which I've done the same thing. Oops, I'll put it down now. But Now, over here we've got a tiki torch, we have a candle, and we have an extinguished flame view, or a normal flame view. We have a lantern. I don't know if that actually turns on though, or if you need like a redstone signal or something. Oh, there we go. So you can turn it on with a redstone signal. And I'm guessing, nope, it will only use a normal lever. Okay, we have would be the same as the tiny cactus from Biomes of Plenty. This is a cactus flower. We have lectern. We have pebbles. These pebbles, oops, I didn't actually get the pebble. Let me. So you put the pebbles down, or you can actually throw them. So you could throw them at an entity probably. Oops, that was bad. Okay, we have kelp. So you'll probably find this underneath the water, and if you go on it, it's like you're actually swimming in the ocean. We got blue and red coral. It's got extra flowers: blue, cyan, rose, and peony. These are all frozen versions of normal flowers, so I'm guessing they would appear in some kind of ice biome. We will get back to these flashing lights in a minute. Now, one of the other objects here, this is my artillery range. One of the objects we can make are grenades. Yes, actual grenades. So I will give myself a sector 16. So let's see how I go. Oh, too far. Oh, there we go. Let's go and have a look. Not quite on target, but as you can see, they make a hole. So blow up those piggies. Right. So grenades, yes. Let's get rid of those. And we'll get on with this. Okay, this adds some trees, some fruit trees to the mod. So we have an apple tree, which when you punch the leaves, you can get apples. The wood, we got apple wood with plank stairs and slabs. We've got palm tree. It doesn't drop anything like coconuts, but it half my leaves have disappeared. Generally, these come out this side as well. I don't know why they disappeared, but the palm wood can be put into planks, stairs, and slabs. Now, these two don't have the next lot, which is fences. So the cherry tree, when you punch it, you can get cherries. There's the sapling. You can also make fences, planks, slabs, and stairs. This is the lemon tree. So the sapling, and you can get lemons out of the leaves. The next one is the orange tree. So punch the leaves, get an orange, get fences. This is the peach tree. Now we move on to the ebony tree. So there's a sapling. We can get a fence and planks, stairs, and slabs, but there is no other drops from the leaves other than probably saplings. Now we saw these trees in the dimensions. We got the corrupted tree and the crazy tree. There is no stairs or slabs. There's only planks for the crazy tree. Now this is another decoration tree. This is a Christmas tree. So you plant this little sapling, you get this giant enormous tree. Now, talking about Christmas, you could wear that Santa outfit while you're doing this. Now, talking about Christmas though, the coloured lights that are around the artillery range here are called Christmas lights, and they are turned on and off by a redstone signal. So you could place these on the big Christmas tree and make yourself a nice pretty Christmas tree. Right, so that's most of the decoration blocks. There is a few other blocks that I want to cover before the end of this, and that is TNT. So let's just jump over to the TNT range. Okay, we'll get back to that in a second. So this is, so over here, we've got normal TNT, then you've got Super TNT. So we saw that the grenades make kind of a hole. TNT will make a half decent hole, but this is Super TNT, and that is the hole it makes. Then we've got Hyper TNT, right? And this makes an even bigger hole, as you can see, it's like double the size. And then we've got a Nuke TNT. And again, you can see in comparison to that one, it's even bigger. Now, the last blocks that I want to look at are things called detectors. So they come in all the different ores, so iron, lapis, diamond, nether, right down to even the white marble, pink marble detectors. And what they do is, there's 3 levels. So I got level 1, level 2, and level 3. Now, what they will do is I put some coal blocks over here, some coal ore. If I use level 1, it will tell me that I found 3 blocks of coal or hereabouts. It's somewhere near this detector. Doesn't exactly tell me where. And it doesn't exactly tell me how many. Oh, well, it actually does. It's found 3 blocks. Now, if I click on level 2, let me just check on that. Level 1. Okay, so level 1 will tell me that it found some blocks of coal hereabouts. It doesn't tell me how many, it just says that it found some. Level 2 will actually tell me that it found 3 blocks, but it still doesn't tell me where. And level 3 will actually give me the coordinates. So you've got these detector blocks for all the different ores. If I get rid of this and do the 3, it'll actually find that one over there. Whereas if I do these 2, it can't see that far. Okay, that's the detector blocks. Now, the other redstone blocks that are available are miner blocks. So we have, they basically go in strength from wood right up to silver, I think. So if we grab the ruby miner, we'll grab the ruby saw, and the ruby drill, just so we have the same. So basically, as you can see, if I get some, let me grab this coal ore, and if I basically make a huge block of this, I wish I had a creative builders one right now. Now, if you found yourself with a vein of coal like that, which would be nice, basically what you could do with these is you could place one there and one there, and then when you right click on it, it will get rid of some of that. Now, the different levels will mean that you get rid of different, right? So that got rid of all, it basically took away 39 blocks because I marked the top and each corner. The higher the miner you use, the more blocks it would take. So the wood wouldn't take very many at all. Now, the saw would work on wood, and the drill would work on dirt or sand. Now, I won't do it here because I tried this before and it crashed the game because I tried to do it on this grass. So, let's just jump back to the Mine World. Right, so there we have it. That is the Mine World mod. So as you can see, there's lots of interesting items and some good outfits there. We could do with more recipes. As I just said, I don't know whether it's my computer or whether it's still a work in progress, but it's a very promising mod. I always like mods that add new dimensions. And the dimensions might be able to use some more stuff inside, but I think with all the items that come with it, it's a very good mod. So well done to Mine Hendrix. So thank you for joining me on this mod spotlight. I hope it's been informative, and I'll Uru, have a great day, and I'll catch you later. Bye now.